It's 7:53 then this Tuesday morning. Now, are you sick of the useless entrepreneurs on The Apprentice? Let's meet someone local who really does seem to be going places. Nikki Merrick from Ulsterby set up the Pink Giraffe from the comfort of her own home. She sells textiles and other assorted things. We'll find out more a bit later. Now she's been nominated for a national scholarship. And she's done all this whilst suffering from multiple sclerosis. And she's with us this morning. Good morning, Nikki. Hello. Tell us then what we would find in the Pink Giraffe.
I think I specialise in things that would appeal to an alternative market. I began the company as a photographer, photographing biker festivals, a fairy festival, pagan celebrations. And so when I switched to selling online rather than the event photography after I became ill, I kept the same target audience, so anything that would appeal to someone who's slightly off mainstream.
People would describe multiple sclerosis as a very life-limiting disease, but it's something that you haven't let it stop you, have you? How have you managed to carry on doing this even though you have been ill?
I think you don't really get a lot of choice. When you're dealt a hand that is something like chronic ill health, you either get up and carry on with it, or you just wither away and don't do anything. And because I've been ill since I was a teenager, I think that's kind of helped me a bit, because I haven't really known anything else in my adult life, so I'm used to just getting on with it.
So you're very much in the get up and get on with it department, Nikki, and now this nominated, shortlisted for this national scholarship. How does that make you feel?
It's absolutely overwhelming, the response I've had just in the last few days since the competition began, from people voting on the website, people sending me messages, people leaving comments, and these are people that don't know me personally, and it's absolutely overwhelming to be recognised in the industry as a disabled person, to be up there alongside non-disabled people, and to be there on my own merit, not just because of the disability, is incredibly important.
What kind of factors are they looking at then in this award?
Sorry, what kind of
factors are they looking at? Why have you been nominated, do you think?
I had to put forward my case quite strongly in the application. I had to detail what my standalone product that really defined me, and I chose an ivy cloak that I made that I actually sold it earlier this year.
An ivy cloak?
Yes, it's a full-length cloak, a hooded cloak, reversible, and it's covered in ivy leaves with embroidery, beadwork, and free motion embroidery. And I got some beautiful photographs of the garment, so I was able to put that on my application. And I think that might have been what helped me get through.
These are one-of-a-kind items that we're talking about here, aren't they? And I know that a lot of the inspiration for the stuff you sell comes from nature, and the detail is amazing of these things that you make. But do you? I mean, it's always been your ambition to do this, to have your own kind of collection, I know. But what difference would winning the scholarship make? Because it's all the prize is geared towards helping you with marketing, isn't it?
It is. The scholarship is for a year's membership to a marketing company with a handcraftedbusiness.com. That's where the voting takes place. But the lady who runs the competition owns the Handcrafted Business. And so she's a marketing expert, but she's very specific in that she is an expert in the craft sector. So all the people who've entered are craft-based businesses, mainly working from home. A lot of stay-at-home mums they call them WAHMs, W-A-H-M, working at home mum. And so a year's worth of membership to that academy would be incredibly important to my business, to get access to her kind of knowledge and contacts maybe, and also she does some online courses that I would have access to as well. So yeah, it'd be incredibly important to my business.
Yeah, tremendous help. You do need votes to win, don't you, Nikki?
I do, yes. If people would like to vote for me, that would be absolutely wonderful. You can go to handcraftedbusiness.com, and the top banner is where you can click on to place a vote. And then once you see all the businesses, my business name is Pink Giraffe, and you'll see the ivy cloak. It sort of stands out a little bit because it's quite dark.
Yeah,
and you can just click on the little star to vote.
It's a very striking product, the ivy cloak. Thank you very much,
Thank
Nikki.
You. I know that one of the frustrating things, just before you go, that you talk about, Nikki, is the fact that when people meet you and see the wheelchair, they often assume that you're not working.
Unfortunately so, yes, and I believe this is similar to a story you're running this morning, people's perceptions of what other people do or don't do. People assume that I don't work, they assume that I claim benefits, they also assume I can't possibly have a family, but I have a little boy, I have a family, and I'm a very busy person despite the disability. People shouldn't judge so much on just the wheelchair.
All right, well, thank you very much. If you want to vote for Nikki's company, pinkgiraffe.co.uk, it's called, then you need to go to the following website, ahandcraftedbusiness.com. That's ahandcraftedbusiness.com, and across the banner at the top there, you'll find details of how to vote, and the company's called Pink Giraffe. Thanks to Nikki for joining us this morning. Still to come more on our main story this morning, which is on child poverty. We'll talk about whether you're a Trump or